From Dallas to Los Angeles and a screen near you, here is B Wildcat 2.
Well, what did I tell you? We've been called back up to the Blue Jays. Our next game is on September the 16th, and Toronto is 66-83. Why did you send me down to the minors, Toronto? You could have used me up here, and I could have been a good pinch hitter. Now you're in 4th place in the AL East. You're only ahead of the Rays. You're even behind Baltimore. But we're coming into a game against Cleveland now. In the top of the 9th inning with a 3-2 lead. Brandon Lyon will be on the mound for Cleveland, excuse me. And we got a 3-2 lead. And I'll be pinch hitting, trying to build up that 269 average as it is with the show. Quick number 9, you guys, the first one here in HD, as well. It's going to be coming off the bench, excuse me, and pinch hitting. And I say quick clip number 9 is John JASO's new catcher for the Indians, and Matt Downs is the new third baseman for the Indians. And we got Chris Pettit in right field. Might as well introduce the whole fucking Indians team. Jesus Christ. No, it's a 3-3 game, excuse me, in the 9th. Not 3-2. It looked like 3-3. But Wild now batting .269 with 3 homers and 9 RBI this season. And then he gets sent down. So we got to do something here. Top of the 9th inning against Brandon Lyon. First pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. Strike 1. The count is 0-1 to Wild. 0-1, Lyon ready again, and the pitch is a slider, and he shouldn't have swung at that one either. 0-2. Come on, I got to work the count here. 0-2 pitch to Wild is fouled back and out of play. Come on, Wild, we can't have you just foul these off. We gotta have good at bat. 0-2 pitch again. Changeup taken low. Ball 1, 1-2 to BJ Wild. On 1-2, line ready, and the pitch is down low again. Another slider. Ball 2, 2-2. And Wild's worked it back to an even count. And 2-2 pitch is down low, 3-2. And he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2. What will he get on 3-2? Set by Lyon. Here comes the pitch. Swinging. Hitting that one foul down the right field line. And it'll be still 3-2. Lyon again. Swing. High drive. Deep right center field. Way back. That ball is gone. What a great at bat by BJ Wild. 38 skill points. Coming off the bench in the clutch, going from 0-2 to 3-2, and then giving the Blue Jays the lead with a solo home run here in the top of the 9th inning. Toronto now leads 4-3, and this is what BJ Wild was doing before you sent him down in the minor leagues. He was coming off the bench and getting hits and putting runs on the board. Why would you have sent him down? I mean, he could have been one of your best players this season, yet you sent him down, and because of some stupid trade that didn't even end up helping you out in the first place. But Toronto comes back and wins 8-3 thanks to BJ Wild's solo home run. His home run, which gave him a 4-3 lead, which they would then rally for another 4 runs, and the Blue Jays win this one 8-3. See, Toronto fans, what you're missing out on? If you want BJ Wild to stay with the Blue Jays, then you got to talk to the Blue Jays front office. I mean, there was no reason that I should have been sent down to AAA. Oh, because they want to trade for someone that wouldn't even help them. Goodness gracious. They scored 5 in the 9th, take an 8-3 victory over the Indians. Why were we in that close of a game with Cleveland, though? I mean, I know we're not doing so well. We're 67-83 now after that win. But, I mean, good lord. An 8-pitch at bat, which led to a home run for Wild. He went 1 for 1, now batting .279 on the season with 4 home runs, 10 RBI, 3 walks, and 14 strikeouts, a slugging percentage of .515. Toronto is the victors on this night, 8-3. So we get 43 training points thanks to that game, and we'll probably put it into we'll probably use it for power or contact or something. We're going to use it for power, and hopefully it'll work. So now we're coming in top of the 9th inning against Cleveland the next day with Eric Timms on second base. He's the go-ahead run, and Heath Bell is going to be on the mound. He's worked a third of an inning, giving up a hit and an earned run as we've come back and already tied the game as Bell blew the save. Now we're looking to take the lead or even win this game, as Wild again will be called off of the bench to pinch hit. So see what Wild can do now against Heath Bell, as he's already up to 11 pitches. You see his pitches there: fastball, curveball, slider, and two-seam fastball. Wild 279, 4 home runs, 10 ribbies on the season. And Bell ready, and here comes the first pitch to Wild. Swung on and hit foul down the left field line, and that'll go out of play, and the count is 0-1. So hopefully Wild could do something here. The 0-1 pitch is outside, a slider. Where was Heath Bell throwing that one? It's like he was trying to hit a left-handed batter. 1-1 count to Wild. Bell ready, and here comes the pitch. That is down low. Oh no, they give him the call. My goodness gracious, that was at least a foot down low, and the umpire, who's blind as a bat, I might say, missed the call and called it strike 2, 1 and 2, as Bell now base hit by Wild into right field. Here comes the runner home, and the Blue Jays will have the first lead of the game. It's now 3-2 Toronto, thanks to another clutch hit by BJ Wild. A good at bat, 20 skill points, as Wild goes from 1 and 2 to singling it into right field past the second baseman, and the Blue Jays will take the lead 3-2, as the right fielder there got to it but couldn't get it back in quickly enough to keep that run from scoring. Wow, what a clutch 24 hours by BJ Wild, as now it'll be Ethan Drysdale entering the game for the Indians, but it might be a little too late situation, as Larry Manley, he'll come up. He's got a 3-1 count with 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning, and a 3-2 lead for Toronto. The set, here comes the pitch. It's swung on a hit down the left field line. That's going in the corner. That's actually a fair ball, and it's going to be a single, and Wild is going to move to first and third now with 1 out, as Manley with that Manley with the Manley single down the left field line, and he moves Wild into scoring position to third with 1 out, as now a sac fly, a pass ball. There could be a multitude of situations to get the run home for Kelly Johnson, who's 1 for 3 tonight with a single. He's got a 2-2 count with 1 out, as here comes the pitch. Johnson will send that one to right field, and it'll be a double. Actually, no, that's a double play. What was I thinking that he was going in the right field? Oh well, Toronto takes a 3-2 lead thanks to BJ Wild. We head to the bottom of the 9th, and last hope for the Indians. If they don't want to lose 2 nights in a row thanks to BJ Wild, they better get something going. And Travis Snyder is now out in right field for the Blue Jays, and BJ Wild was, of course, replaced defensively. But yeah, guys, I think Toronto wins this one. We'll check in here in just a second, make sure. But it does indeed appear, yes, Toronto wins 3-2. Matt Capps with the save, Heath Bell with the loss, Luis Perez gets the win. He's now 7-2. And BJ Wild coming up clutch in his first 2 at-bats back in the major leagues. What a great way to come back after being in the minor leagues for so long, as the Blue Jays win 3-2. And, well, guys, you know, I think this calls for some celebratory ice cream. Yeah, if it wasn't so dadgum cold outside, especially in Arizona where it's been snowing, or it was snowing. I don't know if it still is. Probably not. You probably won't see this for a while. Anyway, so we're going to do some training, get Wild up there. He's got 94 contact, it looks like, in 93. So now we're coming into a game against Cleveland again. Top of the 8th inning now with nobody out in the 7-6 game. And Wild coming in to pinch hit against, guess who? Yep, from the first game they played, Brandon Lyon again. as he's got a 5.58 ERA right now on the season with 18 saves and 58 and 2/3 innings pitched. So Wild again going to come off the bench, going to be the pinch hitter for the Blue Jays. Can he be? Can he sustain? This perfect episode as they're down 7-6 here in the top of the 8th inning. Wild versus lefties is struggling, but versus right-handed pitchers he is dominating. You see his splits there, and Indians may not be so lucky as to have a right-handed pitcher on the mound against Wild. As I think I really do quite struggle against lefties, but with nobody out, the first pitch of the 8th inning to Wild is a curveball taken outside ball. 1-0 to BJ Wild. And now on 1-0, what are they going to throw him? As the pitch by the pitcher is taken upstairs high, ball 2-0 to BJ Wild, and you do not want to get in a hitter's count to this guy. 2-0, the pitch to Wild, swung on, hit deep, right center field, going back at the track. He will make the play. Wild just missed out on his second home run of the episode, his third in this series. Good at bat, 12 skill points. And now we're behind the plate. In the bottom of the 8th inning, we're behind the plate. Why are we behind the plate? BJ Wild is not a catcher. BJ Wild is not a catcher. BJ Wild is a center fielder. He's an outfielder. Why do they have him behind the plate? This does not make any sense to me at all. Why? I know I came in to pinch hit, but I'm not a catcher. I don't see why they want to leave me out there to play a position that I'm not even familiar with. My backup position is right field. My backup position is actually left field. My primary position is center field, and I can even play right field, but not catcher. I'm not used to these infield positions, especially not catcher. I don't want to call every pitch. This is gonna get boring. Guys, why would they have me as catcher? They don't like me. I did all that I could for them, and they put me at catcher. Kill me now. I don't like catchers. I know they're important, but I don't want to be a catcher. If I wanted to be a catcher, I would have told Wild at the start of the series to be a catcher. This is ridiculous. As Stephen A. Smith might say, this is blasphemous. But oh well. 2 out, bottom of the 8th inning. 7-6 game still. Next batter for Cleveland. He's not going to do anything. He takes strike 1 with the slider, 0-1. Hey look, he's got a girly name. It's Lindsay. Lindsay Wild. Lindsay, Lindsay's throwing to Wild. Or I'm trying to find a funny way to. Oh well. Lindsay just gave up a base hit, and Lindsay's gone wild. There we go. So here's Johnny Peralta in his batting stance. 2 out, bottom of the 8th inning with a runner on first. Pitch is not going to be the catcher. It'll be at first base. Now the first pitch of the inning, or the first pitch of the at-bat to Peralta, is going to be thrown down to second, not nearly in time. I told you Wild's not the best catcher. Why would you want him to throw down on that kind of a play? He's never done that before. He's not familiar with playing catcher. Will they ever understand what we have to go through? Swung on and fouled away. So here we go, 0-2 now with 2 outs. Like you know how in my last video, when I yawned, I said I'm sorry that I wasn't intending to yawn. Well, catcher's so boring that I did yawn intentionally because of it. And yes, so finally it's over as Peralta grounds out. We will head to the 9th, and what looks like it's going to be a sure loss as Cleveland leads 7-6. Actually, no. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Toronto's taking an 8-7 lead, and Matt Cass is on for another save. What is up with Cleveland's bullpen? In 3 games, 2 at-bats by Wild that gave Toronto the lead as that first pitch a strike. And then in the 9th inning of this game, it wasn't Wild, but it was someone else. And they gave Toronto a 1-run lead. And, I mean, what is up? I mean, Cleveland, you got to get a better bullpen, man. You could have had 3 wins, and instead it's looking like Toronto's going to take 3 from Cleveland. 1-1 count to Kipnis, and that fastball is low for ball 2. 2-1 to the Indians. Shortstop, maybe Kipnis, I think, is a shortstop or second baseman. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Slider outside. 3-1. And the 3-1 count to the tying runner now, with nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 3-1, and Caps delivers. Fastball inside, ball 4, and the tying run is on. The winning run will be coming to the plate in the right fielder, Josh Reddick. Now with nobody out, and they are in double play depth. The infield is nobody out. First pitch to Reddick is hit on the ground to second base. What a diving stop! Throw to second, 1, and on to first. No, they can't get 2. But what a diving play there by the second baseman, and he took away a base hit and turned it into a pinch runner actually at first base. Now with 1 out, Asdrubal Cabrera, the shortstop. He'll be coming up. 1 out, double play depth again for Toronto's infield. With a runner on first, the tying run, and the winning run at the plate is Asdrubal. First pitch is fouled way down the left field line and out of play. It'll be 0-1 to the Indians shortstop. And on 0-1, Caps getting ready. He's looking for the sign. With 1 out, runner at first, 0-1 count. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled back and out of play. It'll be 0-2 to the Indians shortstop, Cabrera. Caps he's not working too quickly, but he's working at a decent pace. 0-2, Caps will throw over to first, and they won't get the out there. Trying to see if they can pick off the runner there. 0-2. Caps sets, readies, throws it, and Cabrera fouls that one away as well. Still 0-2. With 1 out. And a runner on first is the tying run. Caps ready on 0-2. And the pitch to Cabrera. Swung on and grounded, or hit in the air actually, excuse me, to right field. That is going to be made. That play will be made for the second out. And now the tying run is at first for Edwin Encarnacion, the last man, maybe the last batter here for the Cleveland Indians tonight. With 2 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Set by, here comes the pitch. Caps delivers strike 1 with a slider there. It's 0-1. Now the tying run at first with 2 out. The winning run is at the plate. It's Edwin Encarnacion, but he's got an 0-1 count. Then the pitch is fouled back. It's 0-2. Indians are down to their final strike tonight. Caps. He's ready. He's gonna throw, and it's taken for ball 1, 1-2, as Encarnacion trying to keep this game alive. 1-2, 2 outs. Tying run at first. The pitch to Encarnacion is upstairs a little bit. 2-2. A slider there just missed the strike zone. 2 out. 2-2 count. Runner on first base. 8-7 Toronto. The pitch to Encarnacion is swung on and hit down the left field line. Throw from the third baseman to second is in time, and the Blue Jays take their 3rd game in a row from the Indians at the last moment practically, as Caps comes in, gets the save. Oh my goodness, what a series by Toronto. You can call them the comeback kids, even if it is just for this series, as they've taken what should have been 3 losses and turned it into 3 wins against this Cleveland Indians team. Wow. So Toronto comes back, gets an 8-7 victory, as Eric Timms is your player of the game. 4-for-4 game with 4 runs scored, 2 home runs, and 3 runs batted in. 1 stolen base even. Man, he's doing it all. 3.5 OPS. Jeez. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is Road to the Show quick clip number 9, and it's the first one in HD. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm enjoying getting these out to you at a decent pace, and hopefully this will be up before MLB 13 the show. I think we've only got a few more clips, and then we'll be done with BJ Wild and MLB 12 the show. But just because he's done in MLB 12 the show doesn't mean that he's not done forever, as Shane Lindsay gets the win, and Heath Bell with another loss, and Matt Capps with another save. But thanks for watching, you guys. BJ Wild has something else in store once his career in baseball doesn't work out. I don't want to give you any spoilers, but You know, someone else that was once famous didn't have it work out in one sport, and he did well in another sport. Come back and find out what I'm talking about. Peace.